Okay, it is eclipse time. We are talking about the Taurus eclipse, which will be happening on Sunday morning at 6:28 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Wow, listen, eclipses will always bring change and it's like the hand of God, it's fate. They will always pick you up and redirect you on your path if it's needed. So, eclipses can be times where there's a lot going on and they come in pairs, just so you know. It's not just one eclipse we're having on Sunday. There'll be another eclipse in 2 weeks' time. So this is kind of where the change happens. You've got a new moon and a full moon, both with these eclipses stirring this energy of letting go and being picked up and redirected on your path. And so it can feel a little bit chaotic and a little bit, off with the fairies almost, a little bit ungrounded is the word I'm looking for. But let's talk about this actual eclipse more specifically. So it's in the sign of Taurus. And what is Taurus? Taurus is the earth element. It's about living our sensual, 3D reality with good things and, creature comforts. It's about the simple life. It's about our food. It's about our resources. It's about money. It's about relationships. It's about our self-worth, how we feel about ourselves. So not only are all these things going to be, this is going to be a new start in this area for you because it's a new moon eclipse. So it's like a new moon, but it's like 3 times more powerful. Really, the messages that I'm getting, and I was getting at like 3 a.m. this morning, sometimes they come through at that time. We have Venus, the ruler of this eclipse, with Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. And I've spoken a lot about this Jupiter-Neptune energy over the last few weeks and how much of a spiritual energy. Venus has joined them in this triple conjunction, which is so rare and it is so beautiful. And what I'm receiving is that this is a portal, a spiritual portal opening up, allowing us to not only raise our vibration, our consciousness, but it's opening our eyes to the sacredness and our intrinsic connection to the earth and to our bodies. So some of us are really going to start to open up and understand that there is an abundance that flows through the earth. We're going to start to respect our food and, how we treat the earth a little bit more. And also with our bodies, our bodies are a wisdom temple. And this is all going to be really highlighted and activated now with this beautiful spiritual energy that's coming down. We're going to be able to see these things in a new light and use them as like a forklift into our spiritual advancement, to raising our consciousness. And this brings me to talk about abundance, because the Taurus energy is about abundance. But what I received this morning is like abundance is not what we think it is. A lot of people think abundance is money, but it's not. We can recognize abundance through the earth, through Gaia, and through our own body wisdom, because these are things that are functioning in our life that are keeping us alive without us even having to try. That is pure abundance. It's this flow, this feminine flow is pure abundance. And when you start to recognize abundance in these other areas of your life, where it's naturally flowing in and out, this feminine energy, it can then materialize on a money sense, like on a material level. And they want you to know that that money has been like distorted and twisted from its sacredness. It is actually a sacred energy, but it was like kind of twisted through the patriarchy into greed and all this other sort of. And the other element I want to talk about with this eclipse, this is going to be a big report. It just is. There's just so much energy here, and I want you to be aware of all the little nuances so you can use it to your advantage. Is Uranus. Uranus is really close to the sun and moon, and Uranus has this unpredictable, volatile, shocking energy. It's like the lightning bolt. I always call it the lightning bolt. And it's very similar to a North Node eclipse, which this one is. And it's very unpredictable and, it can just be like out of the blue. So with Uranus, wherever Uranus is in your chart, it's going to create change. It's going to shake things up that are stale. It's going to help you on your evolution. And sometimes this is in the form of breaking down to break through. So just know that if you are going through a period of breaking down and things are falling apart, it is just an ego death. You will survive. You will be fine. You will get through it, and know that it is for your highest good. So if you are not going through a breakdown with this Uranus energy and you are having a breakthrough, right? Uranus can do either, and maybe it's a good thing. Then you can expect at this eclipse with this such strong Uranus, is going to be opening our third eyes. We're going to be able to be receiving more galactic messages from the cosmos, you know, like messages from other planets and other beings. It's definitely going to be, they're going to have like aha moments and like these moments of like real self-realization, this self-awareness, these light and bulb moments. It's just going to make sense, and it's just going to be like this clarity of like, wow, like a flash of like, it makes sense. I know what I need to do. I know what my next steps are. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's kind of like all the energies that are going on. It's like a big spiritual energy. It's a portal. We're definitely going to be feeling more connected to the earth and our bodies, and looking for abundance in other areas. But then also this